Okay, problem set 39 in Algebra 2, and let's go ahead and look at a few of these. A, B, and C. A and B are both solving by factoring, difference of two squares. Make sure there's a minus sign between the two terms, and also that you can take the square root of the first term, square root of the second term, and then remember you've just got your parentheses, one with a plus, one with a minus. Okay, follow the examples that I gave you in the video over lesson 39. C should be exactly, well, in fact it is exactly like the one I just did from the examples, so that one should be pretty smooth. We're going to go ahead and skip the first four story problems, continue to give you a little break from those. 8, 9, and 8 and 9 are both from lesson 39, difference of two squares. Now let's look at number 10. Just to remind you, I like to do some of these several times just because you can forget some of the basic math things. Alright, when you're given something like that, get everything on the left hand side and set it equal to 0. So these are both negative, so if I add them to both sides, I get 11x squared plus x cubed plus 24x equals 0. I'm going to switch those around. Squared plus 24x equals 0. Alright, let's pop this up a little bit. Alright, now notice there I have an x in each one of those terms, so I'm going to factor an x out. Now I'm going to look at this, factor it, see if I can. Sometimes you can, usually you can't, but they're giving you ones to practice, so these are the ones that will be able to work. Two numbers multiplied together give you 24, added give you 11. Let's see. 6 and 4 give me 24. 12 and 2, no. 8 and 3. Multiplied together give me 24, added together give me 11, so they're both going to have to be positive. So that means I'm going to have three different answers because there's 3 right there. So my answers are, that is going to be 0, this one is going to be negative 8, and this one is going to be negative 3. So again, I'm looking at what I can put in for x to make this 0, or this 0, so that when I multiply them, doesn't matter what the other numbers are, if one of them is 0, we're going to get 0 for an answer. So let's look at number 23. Oops, I sometimes make a mistake. It looked like that was the index, and it's 3 square root of 12 times 4 square root of 3 minus 3 square root of 3. Alright, so we have a couple different options here. We can just go ahead and multiply. We can distribute this times this and this times this, or we can simplify that first. Doesn't really matter which one you do. Let's just go ahead and multiply today. So 12 square root of 36. So remember, square roots times the square roots, numbers outside times numbers outside. Minus 3 times 3 is 9 from here and here, and then we do the 12 times 3 here. Okay, square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 36 is 6. 12 times 6 is 72 minus 27. So we get 45 then for an answer. So all that square root junk, and we end up getting 45 for an answer, if I did my math right. Sometimes I try to do this stuff in my head, and I make silly mistakes just like everybody. Alright, so that should be the problem set for lesson 39. Shouldn't be too bad. I didn't go over crazy in giving you problems to do today.